And we started.
Hey, good afternoon again, buddy.
Welcome to Politics 101.
A long time no see.
This particular show is going to be just about politics.
Politics.
We'll talk a little bit about
Don't
Joe
you just
Biden.
love
We'll
politics?
talk about,
Oh, politics and comedy, because they're fucking characters.
You can't help
Excuse
it.
my expression. They're characters, they're jokes.
I think I want to start off with the stupidity. Okay, first off, if you know anything about English Welsh soldiers,
Yeah, Brady, come
you can't
on.
talk to them. Okay, you can't say a word to them. It's just that simple. If you watch our president, he doesn't believe that. Okay, let's see if I can pull this out real quick.
It's been going on for centuries. You can't talk to these people.
Take a look at this for a couple seconds, will you?
These people are so straight, it's unbelievable. I couldn't stand like that for that long.
I think we've got it here, I think. But it was all a bit awkward, and the president does look like he doesn't really know where he is. This is the latest in a series of, just embarrassing moments, sort of senior moments. Yes, President Biden's fallen over, he's tripped on planes, he's said some daft things and so on. How concerning is this to you as an American citizen?
We've seen President Biden have a lot of gaffes on stage, shaking hands with invisible people. In his defense on this part, I think when a lot of Americans go over there, they haven't been briefed up or studied enough on how to handle the royal family. We've seen it with President Trump. We saw President Obama give the Queen an iPod that didn't work. I think we were talking about the green room. They make a point of accident.
All right, we're going to cut that out.
Generally making themselves look.
For the moment.
What it is, if you know your history, you can't talk to these people at all. At all.
And I think at like 86 years old, or whatever, 80 years old this guy is, he should know that by now.
Oh, he's been in Senate, he's been president over 50-something years. In Senate, you don't notice?
There's actually been a lot coming out about him, about the way he's treating his staff,
Yes.
about his grandchild, his 7th grandchild, that's not acknowledged.
It's abusive.
This is not a nice guy by any means. People looked at him and they looked at Trump and they really made the wrong choice, because between the two of them, Trump is actually the good guy.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he ran on saying Trump was a mean guy.
Yeah, and the truth is quite the opposite.
Right.
It turns out that his staffers won't even go into his office alone, because they get such a diatribe of vulgarity.
Abuse.
Verbal
abuse.
It's actually abuse.
It's called verbal abuse.
They take, this is according to some news organization. I don't think it's political. I think it's DC News or something. And they said that a staffer will not go in alone. They always take somebody else as a human shield. I mean, that's just crazy.
That's right.
You shouldn't need a shield in your office.
Nope. No, and he was saying Trump was treating everybody bad. No, he wasn't.
And remember the speech he gave where he said, if you're out of line with anyone in my, you'll be fired immediately.
Hey, right, anyone in my office, right? And he's the one doing it.
Yeah.
Because he's a bully and he's a dictator.
Yep.
Simple.
And you got a lot of
He's a pervert too.
My Petey's here.
Right?
Petey came over to say hi.
You think we should show them one day those videos?
Oh God.
He's a pervert, people.
There's actually, if you get a chance, look up Ashley Biden. Look up Ashley Biden on the internet, and you'll see like memoirs out of her diary. She lost her diary. They were out on like some sort of a trip or something like that. She left it in a hotel. Secret Service actually went and got it, which is not something that's not part of their job. By the way.
Right.
So what happened was, but meanwhile, some of it got read. And it turns out that he was showering with her, at a very abnormal age.
13 maybe she was? 12?
Yeah. And it actually might be 14, 15, 14. To be honest with you. But regardless, even she says that it was really uncomfortable for her, that it wasn't something that she should have been doing, blah, 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 blah. This man has a very, very sordid past. That's really, the best I can say about him.
And what is those videos, Uncle Sloppy Joe, whatever,
Uncle Joe.
Remember?
That's where he's sniffing hair and grabbing the kids.
What do they call? Oh, Creepy.
Creepy Joe, right?
Creepy Joe. Look at these videos.
Yeah, there's like literally 20 minutes of him holding people. He held Hillary Clinton like she was Anne Margaret. Okay, so
like Raquel Welch. I don't think so.
She actually had to put her hands up on his chest and push him away.
Yeah.
He was grabbing some senator's wife on the podium while Senator was standing right there.
Yeah, like what he does, he puts his hand on the waist.
Yeah, or
and
smells the hair.
And then he goes up. Yeah, he brushes your hair, he strokes your hair. What are you, nuts?
It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd.
And he's not doing it to his wife.
But let's get to talking a little bit about this, about what they just found. So they just released more laptop photos and more laptop information. And in the photos, Hunter Biden is driving a Porsche at 170 miles per hour while smoking crack. It's a responsible guy, right? That's the smartest guy Joe knows. That's his words, not mine. He said Hunter is the smartest man
guy
he knows.
But this is a man who has a loaded gun.
Smartest guy drives a Porsche at 170 while smoking crack.
Right. Okay.
Think about that.
But he's a good guy. Just remember that. Put that in there.
You know why he's a
Hunter good guy, Biden.
You know why he's a good guy? He's a good guy because he makes sure the big guy gets 10%.
There you go.
That's why he's a good guy. All right.
That's what Joe means.
That's what he means by a good guy. Okay.
That's what he means.
Who's behind me? Oh, it's my Jada.
That's what Joe means when he says his son is a good guy, because would your son be a good guy if he was driving 170 miles with cocaine?
No. My son would be in jail. My son would be in jail.
Or dead. Would be dead
think about
in jail.
this. Not only is he driving, listen, check this out. Not only is he driving 170 miles an hour, the guy's talented. Driving 170. No, the guy's talented. Smoking crack. And videotaping it all at the same time.
Same time.
Now that's just talent, man. I'm sorry.
No.
He's really wasting his talents.
Really, he should be on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, I should do the Christopher Walken. I find it spooky. No, I'm sorry. Chris, if you get a chance, pull up YouTube and look up Christopher Walken on SNL, and it's the Christopher Walken family reunion. You'll literally be pissing in your pants. I kid you not.
But this was a very sad thing. Man, like my brother just said, he's videotaping, driving 170 and smoking crack. Who does that while you're driving?
No, listen, I can tell you a story real quick, okay? I can tell you a really quick story, but I got to explain to you a little bit before I say it. So I have to go up to Monticello during the summer a lot, and it's literally, by the end of the week, I do probably like 1,800 miles.
Excuse me.
And I ride a motorcycle. So by the 5th or 6th week, I'm a little tired of doing it, and it's just monotonous at this point, and I'm exhausted. So I make it to Monticello, I'm driving home, and around mile marker 53 or something like that, I must have dozed off on my motorcycle. I dozed off. I drove my motorcycle sound asleep for 4 miles at 85 miles an hour. Now, I didn't do it smoking crack. Okay, I was just tired. I'd been up since 5:30 that morning. It was like almost 5:30 at night, so it was 12 hours of straight work, and I was exhausted. Luckily enough, I woke up as I went to the the separation between north and south on 87. And it was a good thing I woke up. I hit the grass and started bouncing, and I went, "Oh shit!" That is all I could think of saying. I'm not gonna lie, that's all.
So you can't say at that point, right?
I pulled the bike to a stop, and the next stop was mile marker 33, and I got 3 cups of coffee and downed them. But by no means could I have handled that of smoking crack and videotaping at the same time.
Oh no!
So the man is definitely
he's talented.
Definitely talented.
He's got to be hired. If anybody out there wants to hire him, please.
Now, my major problem with all of this, and politics is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. I love talking politics. But anyone who looks away from their 4-year-old granddaughter
is not a man.
And you put stockings up for your 6 other grandkids plus the dog, but not for this little girl. You won't let her use your last name when it's been proven that she is your son's daughter.
It's his kid.
It's his kid.
And apparently his name is Hunter Biden.
Yeah. So why shouldn't her name be Biden? What you're doing to this kid in the long run is insane. Okay.
Yeah, mental anguish there.
Absolutely.
This kid's gonna be like, what the hell is going on?
Well, the good thing there is one good side to the rainbow. Okay, they'll pay her a lot for her book, so she will make money. I mean, at some point.
Oh, definitely.
They'll say, the forgotten grandchild, or whatever.
Good one. That's right.
Yeah, that's what'll happen.
And she is the forgotten grandchild. You're right.
And the other thing is, when all of his corruption comes out, it's going to be huge. So she's going to be like right in the heart of it.
Huge ain't the word.
Yeah, so she'll make quite a bit of money that way.
And hopefully, when it does come out, this will wake you people up.
But do you know what
to see?
Do you know? I don't know if you guys know this, but Hunter Biden was claiming poverty, and he showed up at the.
That's a good one.
He showed up at the. He had to go to a court case in order to prove his poverty.
Guy's making $50,000 a while.
Wait, how did he get there? On a private plane. Think about that. Poverty on a private plane.
Okay.
There you go. That's awesome.
That's a good one. He couldn't get his filet mignon?
So this man who gets checks in the amounts of $5 million, $10 million, $80,000, $3 million diamond
a week
is now paying $5,000 a month child support. $5,000 a month.
What's wrong with that picture, people?
Now, Biden should have turned around and simply said, "Listen, Hunter, okay, you got to make this go away. You got to do the right thing.
Now, $5,000 a month is not a lot.
You got to do the right thing. It's just that simple." But no, because it doesn't matter to Joe. Joe only cares about one thing: that check keeps coming in.
Money in his pocket.
Now, this cocaine deal. Okay, a lot of people think that it's Hunter's. I think it's Hunter's and Joe's. The thing about Joe is, if you watch him, he has moments of extreme lucidity and energy.
Yes, he does.
Which is
from.
Well, I mean that's Ritalin.
Anybody's
do it,
done
I
it,
guess,
come on, people. If anybody's done it, you know.
Ritalin and what's the other one? Whatever the other one
Ritalin,
is, an A, I think, or something. That'll do it. But
I'm sure he's done it in the past. But I don't know about now. I'm sure what he's sending her. Come on.
Joe used to have a policy that anything smaller, anything a quarter size or smaller was guaranteeing you 5 years in jail.
Yeah, right. He held a quarter just a couple of days ago.
Crack.
Right.
That's from the 70s. That's from the 80s.
80s.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's kind of my topics on politics this week. I'm kind of done. I'm actually politicked out for a little bit, to be honest with you.
Well, one thing that's good is, sorry about that, sir, is that with Biden, because he's a dictator and everything, our Constitution, our court system knocked him down. The things that he wanted to go against the Constitution. Yep. One of them right now was just the loan. He wanted to give the student loan $400 billion.
That can't happen. That can never.
So thank God for our justice system.
Mark my words, okay? Somebody had asked me about Alito and Clarence Thomas. Let me go into that real quick.
Very good man.
Okay, so I believe what you wanted me to comment about is their acceptance of gifts and that sort of thing. And to be honest with you, I'm against it. Okay, I'm against it. When you have a job that you can't be taken out of, that should be the one thing that gets you out of it. You should never be able to take any sort of gift.
Nothing.
Any sort of gratuity, because you're in charge of policy. And anything that can influence your thoughts shouldn't be applied.
Right.
Okay?
I mean, you're running a country, the laws.
If I give Thomas something, I have my own agendas. So he would automatically be a little more sympathetic to my agenda. So do I agree with it? I personally think, and again, I'm going to say this,
right.
I'm a big fan of Clarence Thomas. I actually really like him. Alito, I'm not so crazy about.
No.
But Thomas, I've liked Thomas since Nadler went after him. But do I think that at this point...
Well, years ago when he was being nominated.
Right. If they're accusing... Oh, God, I'm so sorry about this, guys. This is all day long. Hello? Anyway, so I think that should be the one thing that gets you knocked out of the Supreme Court. If this is found to be true,
Now, who was taking the gifts?
Alito and Clarence Thomas.
Oh, okay.
So, that's my opinion. It's pretty cut and dry. I don't really see a way that you can say, well, it's this or that. If you did it, you should be gone.
Right. No matter who you are, you see, that's why we're independent. Like we just said, we like Thomas, but if you're guilty of taking gifts...
What else was I going to say? I don't even know. I lost track. Anyway, I think I'm done. I think I pretty much capped it all. There was something else I was thinking of, but we'll handle it next time. We're going on. We just did a show right before this, and I don't know how long that was, about probably 45 minutes or so. So we're kind of like getting talked out, I guess.
And the good thing about our court system,
yeah.
Remember that. We need that. Because if this man would have got away with some of the stuff that he wanted, Oh man, we won't have a country.
Yeah, well, look at it like this. As a senator, he stole classified documents from a skiff room. Okay?
Like
There's only one way to
president?
do that, and
You
that's
know
by
what it is?
sticking it down your pants
Right.
when you walk out. Because you're checked on the way in, you're checked on the way out, you sign a piece of paper stating you didn't take any pictures.
You're on
you
camera, right?
Yeah, so the only way to do it, and actually it's funny because I want to say it was from Clinton that they came up with that law, but you had to, there's no way of getting it out of there because you're literally frisked on the way out. They don't check your pants, I guess, so that's how he got it out.
And
But
Clinton was too busy doing everything else.
he's got documents from when he was a senator. There's no
And vice
senator.
president.
There's no senator ever been alive that could declassify a classified document. Anyway, guys, all right, I'm out of here.
We're out of here, folks, and enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy
Have
the
a
rest of the
great
week.
day. Always a pleasure.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Later.